All right, the Leafs win 7-4. After two games, the Leafs are averaging 6 goals, and the opposite team is getting 4.5 goals. Now, if you check the playoffs, you don't see a lot of 6-4 games or 7-5 games. They don't happen. But let's enjoy it while it's there. It's the first week of playoffs, first week of the regular season. Team's just trying to figure it out. Although the Minnesota Wild had a shutout the previous game, so 7 goals. But I'm going to take a little bit of time here and go in a little bit of a different angle than what I normally do. I did watch the game. It was an enjoyable game to watch. But Austin Matthews is really good. I mean, he's really good. You take a look at those 3 goals. Okay, the second goal, lucky break. There's not a lot of players in the NHL who are going to score on the first one and the third one. The first one, you got to bury it quick. You got to get the puck. It was a great pass by Marner. You got to bury it quick. Not a lot of NHL players have that talent. That's why I get excited when I see Austin Matthews play. Why that doesn't translate to the playoffs, I don't know. But not many players would score that goal. The third goal, he just took the puck and went around the net and scored. I bet you there might be 5 or 6 players in the NHL who could have scored that goal. It's really enjoyable to watch. Back-to-back hat tricks. There was some stat that they threw out there. It took him 10 games to get 3 goals last year. He's got 6 goals in 2 games. They're playing Chicago next. How many goals is he going to score against Chicago? Enjoy it while it's there, I guess. I don't know. But let's get into the game. It was, for the most part, positive. From me, you know me, I'm not coming at you positively usually. There's still some really big concerns. I'll get into that in just a second. But Ryan Reeves, clean hits, fights. There's a little bit of mucking going on out there tonight. A little bit of mucking. Minnesota's a big, tough team. And the Leafs didn't back down. That's a good thing. So you do have to take it as a good thing. Nylander is the best player on the ice for the second straight game. I know Matthews got 6 goals in 2 games. Nylander's the best player on the ice. Hell, even Nylander's getting Tavares to get friggin' points. I don't know how many points Tavares has now. I'm checking it out right now. He might have 5 points. He hasn't earned one of them, but he might have 5 points. So thank you, Willie Nylander. Nylander was the best player on the ice. He gets the puck, doesn't panic, has a brilliant shot. There was one time he grabbed the puck, he skated around forever until he found a spot, and then he went for it. His first goal of the game, man, oh man, go to the net. Made it 3-1. That to me was what finished off the Wild. 22 seconds left in the first period. Nylander does a brilliant play. Goes to the net. That didn't happen 3 years ago. Go to the net. He made Joel Eriksson-Ek, who's one of the better defensive centers in the league, look like a moron. Made it 3-1. You go into the second period intermission. They get the 4-1 score with the Bertuzzi first goal as a Leaf power play. And then Samsonov lets in a friggin' beach ball shot. You can't have that, but I guess if you're going to give it up, it's best when it's 4-1 and not 2-2. But the Boldy goal was a terrible goal. They made it 4-3. It was iffy. And then Morgan Riley with a great pass to Yarncott, who I saw switch lines with Domi. I prefer Nice to switch lines with Domi, but fair enough. It is what it is. Made it 5-3, and then the Matthews show took over. Then Nylander show took over, and a late goal made it 7-4. Here's the concern. So a lot of good stuff in this game. Lots of good stuff in this game. I like the mucking. I like the rough stuff. I like the offensiveness. Matthews, what can you say? Nylander, what can you say? Marner made a really nice pass on that first goal for Matthews. Bertuzzi's in there, seems to be gelling on the line a little bit better. Maybe the power play wasn't that great, even though they scored a goal, or 2 goals, but maybe it wasn't that great, the first power play unit. Here's the concern. The Leafs defense. Now, Brody and Riley played a pretty decent game. But man, oh man, after that, it is tough to watch. Jake, Brian, the Scarecrow, McCabe, he's getting into my, I don't know how to describe this. He's getting into my point where he might be edging on the worst defenseman I've ever seen play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's getting into that group. He's joining the Chris Kotsopoulos, the Brian Curran, the Jamie McCowan at the end of his career, the Brian McCabe, the Jake Gardner group. He's getting there. I mean, he's awful. I don't care if we're saving $2 million. At the end of the day, the Leafs have to recognize this very, very quickly. They have to upgrade this defense. This defense will go nowhere in the playoffs. It is evident it's just evident. I saw Jake McCabe thrown down in front of his net, not once, not twice, but 3 times. He's supposed to be our, tough defenseman. Joel Eriksson Ek threw him down like he was a friggin' rag doll. The 4th goal, the guy bats it between his legs after he made him look like an idiot in front of the net. I forget who scored the goal. What was his name? Some guy from, I don't know. You're supposed to know all these names. I guess I don't know all these names. I should probably check the name before I freaking talk about the goal. But what was his name? Give me a sec. Brandon Duhami. Anyways, he threw it from the net. He skated, didn't take a stick. The guy bats it between his legs in the net. Jake McCabe in a 7-4. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should call him Brian McCabe. Jake McCabe in a 7-4 game goes -1. Now, let's face the facts. Tavares didn't help out on that play at all. But he's a second-line defense. Our second-line defense is Jake, Brian, the Scarecrow, McCabe, and John Klingberg, who didn't get within 1 foot of the other team today. I believe the man's got some kind of disease where he cannot get anywhere near the opposition player. He didn't even make contact with anybody tonight. He played the best game of shinny of no-hit hockey I've ever seen. He didn't even get watch the game. He didn't even get a foot to a player. And the minute someone came at him, he got rid of that puck like it was a hot potato. So our second line defense is a guy who's clearly scared to play the game. And a guy who thinks he's Bobby Orr, who's not that tough. If I'm the other team, I am making sure on the road, because the Leafs have played at home, when the Leafs go on the road, the best lines are going to get Jake McCabe and John, I don't hit a person on the ice, Klingberg. It's going to get bad. It's going to get really bad. At home, you can control the matchup. And you can see what Keith gets it. I mean, he did the quickest switch ever when he saw friggin' Kip or Kirill on the ice, and he friggin' said, okay, Brody, Riley, go. Get this line off. And you can see the 4th line's what scored on the Leafs. You can't have this defense. You can't. And it's not like Jay McCabe's going to get any better. I've watched him for 25 games. I know what I'm getting. I'm getting a fool. I'm getting a moron who thinks he's going to score a lot of goals. By the way, 0 points. The Leafs have scored 12 goals. He's been on 0 of those goals. But he pinches all the bloody time. And he gets knocked out in front of his net 3 times tonight. Like thrown away like a rag doll. This is our tough defensive defenseman. And John Klingberg doesn't go near anybody. You know what's going to happen on the road? The best team is going to take their first line and they're going to match them up against Tavares and they're going to match him up against McCabe and Klingberg. For the love of God, Keith, when you're on the road, make sure there's no point that defensive pair's on when Tavares is on the ice. It'll get messy. Anyways, it's a 7-4 victory. It was an enjoyable game. It's a Saturday night. I got to see a lot of goals. Got to laugh a little bit. I saw Ryan Reeves. I saw a hit in the middle of the ice. I don't think I've seen that in about it's what, 4 years that a Leaf player's actually hit someone cutting across the rink with a clean hit. Then I saw a good fight. Doesn't happen very often, so I'll take those things. I saw someone get a hat trick in back-to-back games. That's pretty good. And I've seen Nylander own the ice. He's going to be getting $10 million this year. I hate to break it to everybody, but he'll get it at the free agency at the very least. Anyways, the Leafs play Chicago on Monday. I don't know. Could be another hat trick. You imagine? Anyways, I'll have my thoughts on that game, but I'll leave you with this. I see this. It's something I don't even pay attention to in a game. I don't give a friggin' crap. But the goal song. They're playing Hall & Oates. I don't know. And then they're playing Pursuit. What'd they say? Pursuit of Happiness? The only pursuit of like I'm an old dude. The only pursuit of happiness I know is the song called I'm an Adult Now. Do. That's the pursuit of happiness I know. Kid Cuddy? What the hell's a Kid Cuddy? I don't know a Kid Cuddy. The only Cuddy I know plays for Blue Rodeo. Play a goddamn Blue Rodeo song. I'd be happy about that. Kid Cuddy? Like, I'm supposed to know this guy. Kid Cuddy? Jesus Christ. And then they play a new song. So I'm like, okay, well, I saw the last game. They were talking about the goal song. I wasn't paying attention. It wasn't the Hall & Oates song that I'm normally used to. But okay, whatever. Sounded like there might have been a guitar link in it. I don't know. Or a guitar lick. Then they played the Dart song. So I watched darts. They played a Dart song after the goal tonight. So I don't think Kid Cuddy did the Dart song. If you watch PDC Darts, that's what they play going into pretty much every World Championship commercial. Do 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 da 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 do 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 do. Okay, I'm into that Dart song. But why is this a big thing? Why is a goal song a big thing? They're trying out goal songs. Woo! That's what I'm paying attention to, the goal songs. Jake McCabe playing horrible defense, I should not care about. It's the goal songs that I care about. Man, oh man. I don't get it. I don't even know who Kid Cuddy is. Pursuit of Happiness was a great Toronto band in like the 90s. Anyways, whatever. They're playing a new song against Chicago. Who cares? As long as they get to hear the damn song. Play friggin' Blue Rodeo for all I give a crap. Anyways, cheers. Talk to you Monday.